Sister-in-law snooped and stole our baby's name, then announced it right after she gave birth. But her face immediately dropped when she realized that we tricked her. My husband's sister, Ashley, has caught everything I've done since we got married 3 years ago, and I mean everything. 2 months after we bought our gray sectional from Target, she showed up to Thanksgiving with the exact same one. When we went to Cabo for our anniversary, she booked the same resort for her birthday 6 weeks later. Even dyed her hair the exact shade of auburn I had at their Christmas party, then acted confused when everyone pointed it out. My husband, Mike, used to tell me I was reading too much into it, that it was just coincidence, but then I got pregnant. Ashley's behavior shifted immediately. Suddenly, she was at our house every Sunday, always offering to help with the nursery, always asking what we were naming our daughter. The first time she asked, I laughed it off. The sixth time in 1 week, I stopped laughing. Mike finally noticed when I pointed out she'd been taking photos during her visits. Not selfies, just random shots of our living room, always angled toward the hallway where the nursery was. That's when I started testing her. I left a baby book on our coffee table, bookmarked to page of girl names. 3 days later, Ashley texted me asking if I'd ever considered the name Charlotte. It was the first name on that bookmark page. His jaw actually dropped when I showed him the text, so I said a real trap. I bought a notebook from Target, the kind with the marble cover. Wrote baby name's final decision on the first page. Then in my actual handwriting, big and clear, Ella Mae Thompson, it's perfect. Due March 14th, I dated it, added little hearts, made it look like the real deal. Then I left it on the chaining table in the nursery in plain sight. That Sunday, Ashley came over for dinner. She needed to use our bathroom because the downstairs one was occupied. She was gone for 8 minutes. When she came back, her eyes looked different, excited. 2 days later, she called Mike's parents and asked them to come over for a big announcement. She was pregnant, 4 months along. Due February 1st, exactly 6 weeks before me. I knew exactly what was coming. The next few weeks were strange. Ashley stopped asking about names completely, stopped visiting as much, but she seemed happy. Happy? Mike's mom even mentioned how excited Ashley was about becoming a mother, how she'd been researching everything, buying stuff early. I didn't say anything to anyone, just waited. Ashley went into labor on a Tuesday morning, 3 days before her due date. Mike's parents called us from the hospital, said everything went great, healthy baby girl. We visited that Friday afternoon. When we walked into her room, I saw it immediately, the look on her face. It was practically vibrating with anticipation. She was holding her daughter. The second we got close enough, she announced it loud enough for the whole Lord to hear. Meet. She wasn't looking at the baby. She was staring directly at me, watching for my reaction, waiting for me to crumble. I could feel Mike tense next to me, but I smiled huge. Oh my God, Ashley, that's absolutely gorgeous. Her smile got wider, triumphant. Then I kept going. You know what's crazy? We almost picked that exact name. Her smile started to freeze. It was on our shortlist for like 2 months. Beautiful name. Classic. The color drained from her face. Wait, what? But then last month I was researching Welsh names and I found this one I'm completely obsessed with. It's perfect for our girl. Ashley's hand tightened on the baby blanket. What? What name? I laughed like she just told the funniest joke. Still keeping it a surprise. You know how we are. But seriously, EL is beautiful. You made a great choice. Was biting his lips so hard I thought he'd draw blood. We stayed for 20 minutes. I cooed over the baby, took photos, told Ashley she looked amazing. The whole time she barely spoke. Just kept staring at me like she was trying to solve a puzzle. In the parking lot, Mike finally lost it. Started laughing so hard he had to lean against the car. He pulled a $50 bill from his wallet and handed it to me. I told you if you were right, I'd pay up. That was incredible. Our daughter's real name is Ronwyn. It's Welsh, means blessed raven. I found it 2 years ago and never told anyone except Mike. Ashley still thinks we're naming our baby something else. She's been texting Mike's mom asking if we've mentioned any names yet. We're due in 5 weeks.